Hi everyone, I am Karunya, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics from St. Joseph College for Women, Tirupur. So today we are going to see about the cryptography and its uses. First thing, the needs and requirement. So where it is needed is first in for wartime communication and for business transactions and for illicit love affairs. So what are the requirements are secrecy. Only intended receiver understands the message. Second one is authentication. Sender and receiver need to confirm each other's identity. Third one is message integrity. Ensure that the communication has not been altered either accidentally or maliciously by the sender. Next one is the basics. So basic of cryptography is science of secret or hidden writing. It has two main components. One is encryption and the other one is authentication and integrity. First, encryption is practice of hiding messages so that they cannot read by anyone other than the intended recipient. For authentication, ensuring that users of data are the persons they claim to be and that a message has not been surreptitiously altered. Next one is encryption. So here we use the cipher method for encrypting messages. A plain text is converted into a cipher text using an encryption algorithm, and again the cipher text is converted into plain text by a decryption algorithm using keys A and key B. So encryption algorithms are standardized and published. The key is a string of numbers or characters. The key which is an input to the algorithm is secret. If same key is used for both the encryption and decryption, it is called symmetric. If different keys are used, it is called asymmetric. For symmetric algorithm, for example, Caesar cipher, it consists of two ciphers, block ciphers and strip ciphers. So encrypt data one block at a time used for a single message as block cipher, and for encrypt data one bit or one byte at a time used if data is a constant stream of information as stream ciphers. And then the key strength. The key strength is based on the size of the key. The longer the key, the more difficult it is to crack. The key length is expressed in bits. Typical key sizes vary between 48 bits and 448 bits. For 40-bit key, there are 2 power 40 possible keys. For 128-bit key, there are 2 power 128 possible keys. Each additional bit added to the key length doubles the security. The hacker has to be used brute force. That is, they are all the possible keys till a key that works is found. Next one is cipher. So Caesar cipher is used for encryption and for decryption. Here they'll use this Caesar cipher algorithm to convert a plain text to cipher text, and then for decryption, cipher text into a plain text. And then for substitution cipher, here they use the alphabets by rotating 3 letters as shown here. So to try to encrypt the message, it is attack at dawn. The assignment is to change that 3 times rotate the letters so that the eavesdropper cannot identify that. Second one is mono-alphabetic cipher. Here what we do is we'll substitute whatever we like. For instead like A, for you can use M, and for I we can use S. Whatever possibilities we can use to convert the alphabets. There are 26 pairs of letters, so 10 power 26. Brute force approach would not be too time consuming. So that is, a message is converted into a cipher text using this ABCD so that the eavesdropper cannot find the keys. And then what are the limitations for symmetric encryption is any exposure to the secret key compromises secrecy of ciphertext. A key needs to be delivered to the recipient of the coded message for it to be deciphered. Potential for eavesdropper attack during transmission of key. Next one is the basics of asymmetric encryption. That is, they'll use the different keys for encryption and for decryption. For encryption, they use public key, and for decryption, they'll use the private key. Messages encoded using public key can only be decoded by the private key. Secret transmissions of key for decryption is not required. Every entity can generate a key pair and releases its public key. A plain text is converted into cipher text using public key. Again, the cipher text is converted into plain text by using a private key. So authentication. So there are varieties of authentication. Here first we see the iris recognition. That is, the scanning process takes advantage of the natural patterns in people's irises, digitalizing them for identification purposes. It will take average identification speed of this is 1 to 2 seconds, and also it uses the size of 512 bytes. Second one is digital signature. A digital signature is a data item which accompanies or is logically associated with a digitally encoded message. It has two goals: a guarantee of the source of the data, proof that the data has not been tampered with. So here what the sender use means private key and a public key. First you'll use the private key to decrypt the message, and for public key he encrypt the message. Last one is digital certificates. A digital certificate is a signed statement by a trusted party that another party's public key belongs to them. This allows one certificate authority to be authorized by a different authority. Top level certificate must be self-signed. Anyone can start a certificate authority. First thing is, name recognition is key to someone recognizing a certificate authority. Second one is supervising in industry standard certificate authority. So the identification information, the sender will use the public key to sign, and then the certificate will be signed by the authority. Thank you.